Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. So today, I just want to show you some good stuff. I think this might help you so much because so many people have this. They understand some basics, or maybe they've been trading, but maybe they don't see that consistent. Maybe they misunderstand one of the two, or maybe one of these. You see, sometimes you might understand trend lines, you might understand resistance, but you don't understand breakouts. Sometimes you might, sometimes you know this, but you don't understand how to identify them when they are on, when they are mixed up. Sometimes you might find that there's a support and resistance, but when you check, there's also a trend going on, you see. Or sometimes you might understand all of this, but you might find that you still have problems identifying or where you can buy or you can sell, you see. So I just want to address that. So before we continue, guys, this video is just a raw video. I'm not going to edit so many things here. Actually, I don't even have to edit. I don't prepare this like I don't like write down so many things. Whatever that you see here is what we're going to do. So if maybe we scroll certain pages looking for a trend or maybe a ranging, whatever, please, if maybe you really want to know this, I think you're not going to see any issue with that, you see, because it's also a favor from my side to do these videos so that you can get that information. So I can't just cut this, edit that, and do the something like that, you see. So this is a raw video. So if maybe you're not ready to make money, so if you like shortcuts, then I don't think this video is for you. But I think this video won't go. I'm planning that this video must not go maybe over 30 minutes. I think less than that is going to be fine. And please, guys, while I'm doing these things for you, please smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Maybe they might find this information very helpful. So let's start. Guys, it's still early in the morning, so I'm also drinking some tea. So that's why I say it's a raw video, but the information here, guys, is very nice. So okay, let's start. Let's start with trend lines. You see, when we talk about trend lines, we talk about, or let's just say trends. You see, so when we talk about trends, we're talking about uptrend, downtrend. So I'm not going to explain much about the downtrend and uptrends. I'm just going to show you how we draw them, how we draw them correctly. I'm not going to say this and that. No, uptrend is where the market is going up, something like this, something like this. This is an uptrend. You see, the market is going up. Downtrend is when the market is going lower. You see, so we covered downtrend and support, downtrend and uptrend. So we have the support and resistance. This can be our, that's why I don't want to go through this much. I just want to show you how we draw them correctly. This is a support, resistance. Then maybe our support can be somewhere there, or let me just find where I can draw the support. Guys, remember, I still have issues mixing the two, resistance and support. Sometimes I just say support or resistance. That doesn't mean maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I just mix them up because they just do the same thing. They just do the same thing. So I don't think maybe if maybe you see me mixing those, don't think maybe I don't know what I'm doing, you see. So support will be something like where the market will come and something like here, where the market bounces back several times, then we call that a support. Remember, we also have a diagonal support where we just call them, we call them, sorry, there is someone is talking here. Let me close the windows. So, sorry. So, there is a diagonal. Diagonal is something like this, guys. It's still a support. It's similar to this. It's where we call them uptrends, but they all do the same thing. Resistance will be something like this. Let's say it's an uptrend, maybe the market is moving like this. They all do the same thing, guys. It's just support and resistance. But only with the trend line, we can just call it a support trend line, something like that. You can just call them the way you want as long as you understand them, you see. So yeah, without wasting your time, how can you draw like every time, how can you draw a very nice uptrend like now and then and make sure that you don't mess things up? So when you draw a trend, it doesn't matter whether it's an uptrend or it's a downtrend. Make sure that you connect 2 points. You connect 2 points. So the third one should confirm that, okay, let's say maybe the market was doing something like this. The third one, it will be a point where we're going to take a trade. Whether it's a buy, whether it's a sell, we don't know. But as long as we can able to connect two points, you can see if, let's say, maybe we want to connect this one and this one here. We will say, okay, if maybe we connect this, the third one that comes around that, we're going to take a trade. Okay, here it's a resistance, it's a downtrend, obviously. So it means the market did something like this, then you draw. The third one is where you're going to take the trade, you see. The market went down. Even the fourth one, whatever that, anything that happens after the third point, you can take the trades. It doesn't matter as long as the market confirmed that, you see. So let's draw a proper line because I already showed you how. So we're going to make sure that our lines are perfect. Why? Because when your lines are perfect, it means at least you reduce the risk of not getting the proper information. Sometimes if you draw them wrong, you end up getting some wrong information. We always go wrong, guys. It's not like every day you will get things right, but we sometimes make sure that we get things in the right way. So this is how I drawn. I like to draw that. You can also use this method. I draw double lines because sometimes the market will create a wick. A wick is something like this, where the market will just create something like that. So I'm trying to cover that with this one. So even the breakouts, sometimes they can create fake breakouts. So you get a very nice breakout, or if it's a fake breakout, mostly it will end up around this or between these lines, you see. So here, the third, once I've drawn these lines here, I'll make sure this one is like this, or since I already renamed my lines, I will just say this is a resistance line, just for you to see. Actually, I already know what it is. Even if I don't write anything here, I already know. So when you see something like this, it means, you see, here it's 1, this is 2, here you take a trade, you see. Whatever that happens here will follow, but what you do, you can take a trade here, you can take another trade here, you can take another one here. It's fine, you see. So this one, we call it what? It's a trend line strategy. It's a trend line strategy. It means we follow the lines. If the market comes closer to there, it's where we're going to take the trade, because most likely the market will respect this line, you see. I will come and explain why the market hasn't reached this area, you see. So let's go on. This one was resistant, so let me show you this one was a resistant, right? So let me show you a support line, or maybe just because this was a downtrend, let me show you something on an uptrend so that you can understand how we draw something on an uptrend. Remember, when the market is going down like this, when the market is going down like this, it's not important to draw your support line. Remember that it's not really important. Why? Because actually the market is going lower. It means it's where it's important for you to draw resistance, because it's where you're going to get the trades. So around this area is not really important. Why? Because you're not going to do anything. Remember, we follow the trend. If the trend is going lower, we only sell. So if the trend is going up, we only buy, you see. So let's find an uptrend, because this one was a downtrend. Let's find something where we can draw a very nice line. So remember, I said this is a raw video. I'm not going to pause here or find something that I just want you to see that we follow the right things. The same market that you trade is the same one that we use, you see. So I think I see something. I think I see something. Yeah, so I see an area where I can say it's a very nice uptrend. I don't know if I draw it will give me that, but let me try to do that, you see. So I will come here and try to see, I will try to connect these points. As long as 2 points connect, then the third one has to give me something, you see. So let's try to connect them. If they don't, we'll move to the next one and see if maybe we get something. So let's see. I don't want to force these things, okay? It's like, yeah, it's like I'm forcing them, but they give me some nice, okay, let's see. So here is where we add the second line that I like to draw. Is where you're going to understand why I draw the second line, because mostly, you see, here's the second line. The outer line, or you can just call it the second line. The outer line that I've drawn here is going to help me to keep this zone. I can add the other one inside to add it more, so that it can touch so many candlesticks, so that I don't just miss trades unnecessarily. So you see, so this is a nice uptrend. It's a very, very nice uptrend. So what do you see here? We see that the market is actually going up. And when the market is going up, what do? We only buy. We don't look for sell positions. We only buy, you see. So if you only buy, it means you wait for a lower, for a higher low, something like this, then you take the trades here. You wait for something like this, then you take the trades here. You wait for something, for the market to touch your support, then you can say now it's time to buy. So what do we see? We see that, okay, you can see here, okay, let me reset that. I don't know how to reset this thing. I don't know how to reset this. It's fine. So I will just show you. I will just show you straight. Okay, firstly, this is the first one. We don't count this one. This is the second one. Then the third one, you take it. You take a trade. Just look how nice this thing is, guys. You just place your order, then the market just go crazy. So sometimes the best way is to use pending orders, but I will come to that. Then just look here. Just look here. You are not going to lose if you're following the trends. You are going to get the trades here, even here, and also here. So this is what we call uptrend. We will be only buying, and you see that, okay, when I buy, the market's always going up. So on an uptrend, I like to avoid the resistance, because for me, it's not that important. Why? Because I'm not going to sell. I'm only going to buy around this area. So it's not important for me to see where the market is going to turn. So once I buy, it's fine. So I don't look any further. As long as the market shows me that it's coming back, my profit will be locked, I will be out. Because sometimes you can just take profits around those areas and the market keeps going higher, because actually it doesn't respect these areas. The market respects this as the market is pushing higher. This line is pushing the market to go up. You see, I hope you understand that. You see, so this, remember, this is an uptrend and it's also a support line. So let me show you a proper support and resistance, where maybe we can say this is a like horizontal support and resistance. So let's find something. We can even use maybe a different instrument. Let's find something. I hope you understand these things, guys. If this video is helpful, I hope you can just download the video and just repeat this video, guys. I know maybe I'm not explaining things perfect, but I know I might be helping other people out there. So if you feel like the video is really helping you, it's a good thing for you to save the video and watch it time and again, you see. So let me check another pair where I can find maybe, let me just go straight to US oil. Maybe I will find a ranging market. So mostly we use a support and resistance on a ranging market. A ranging market is a market like this, where the market moves like the market will be creating something like this. Even if it's not exactly perfect as this, but the market will be creating something like this, and we call this a support and this one a resistance. I don't think maybe I have to go through this. I hope you understand. If you are still a beginner and you need more information, please go on my previous videos. You will find videos like that. So I think I will skip that. So I need to show you sometimes this is a very nice strategy, how to combine support, resistance, and trend line at the same time. Because sometimes we miss trades because we focus on one thing. Let's say maybe you say you drawn, let's say, let me just zoom this out. Let's say you drawn a, let me just remove everything here. Let's say you drawn your support, your resistance line, which is like this. Your resistance line is like this. You can see that, okay, I have a resistance line, Kenzo, but the market is like going up, but I only have maybe this. I only have these opportunities out of this nice, it's very nice and uptrend. You can see it's very strong, but you only get two opportunities. How can you scale up from that? How can you get another strategies to help you to do that? So mostly the market creates something like that. Why? The market wants to avoid people who knows this, because mostly if you don't know this, mostly you were missing trades. You were not losing, but you were missing trades. Mostly the market will create something like this. The market will create something like that. So remember, these lines, I think you are familiar with these lines. This is just support and resistance. Support and resistance. So what will happen here is the market is going to create something like this. Boom. This is an uptrend. You see, this is an uptrend. And if you draw, you might find the market only touches one point or only two, but you see the market is still pushing up. So how do you do that? So it's where you're going to combine your horizontal lines, I mean your support and resistance lines, and the trend lines. It's the same resistance and support line, but the other ones, they are diagonal. As we call them a resistance and support, but here we just call them trends because we know how they work. So I'm just going to go and draw my double lines. We're going to combine with the support and resistance, which are horizontal, so that we don't miss this type of moves, and we want to scale up from this, you see. So since we drawn our support and resistance, we are here. Let's check something here. Let's find a point where it seems to be a resistance. I think sorry, a resistance or a support. I told you already that I mix these things. You can see this area, and this area. If we draw a line, it can make something. Do you see that? And mostly start from your right hand side going to your left. That will help you. You can see this point here, this point. If you go to your left, it will give you something. You see that? Somewhere you can see even here, but sometimes it doesn't really, you can see. So it means the market has been creating something like that. So if you don't know, you were most likely you were going to miss this moves. You can see this is an support and resistance, support, resistance. The market boom reached the resistance, support, break out that, reach resistance, support, support. You can see that. It means the market was just playing around with you just because you didn't know that. You see, if you were just looking at this only, at the support area, let me just clear that, you will see that you missed a lot. I also missed sometimes because we were stuck with US30 and NASDAQ. So just look at this, where obviously you were not going to get these trades nicely. So let's just draw the proper lines that you're no longer going to miss this. You can apply these things on everything, guys, on everything, whether it's currency pair, whether it's NASDAQ, whether it's gold, whatever, you can just apply this to everything. So let's try to get these areas nicely. You can start from your right to left. Since I know this, I can just draw in it. As long as I see whatever that I see, I can just draw. You see? So you can see, as long as you know how to draw resistance and support, whether it's horizontal, whether it's trendy, but you start to see that no, you were missing something. You were missing something because I don't think this your mentor ever taught you this. Your mentors are there just to brag, guys. They're there just to show you that they have money, but they don't share you this kind of information. Or maybe they don't even know these things really exist. You see? So even here, I see even here we're going to have the same thing. Just imagine when you equip yourself with this thing. Do you see these things just repeating itself? Do you see that? Because it shows me that the market is just repeating itself. You can see that just look, the market is creating something like this. Do you see that? Do you see that? No, guys. I think this thing is very simple. Everyone can do this. But if you don't know, I understand. Maybe you didn't know. So it means if you follow like resistance and support, it means you were just going to wait for the market to reach this area, wait for the market to reach this area, or here the market did not reach. It means out of like 1 to like maybe 10 opportunities that you were going to find around these areas, it means you only get 2 out of 8 or 10 opportunities. You see, now I think I added something maybe to your strategy. Try to draw these things, you will find them. Even on a downtrend, you will still find this on a downtrend. So let's find this. Maybe someone can say, hey, Kenzo, maybe try that on a downtrend. So let's see here. Maybe we might find that before going somewhere. Let me try with this first. I'll try to draw like this, draw like that, draw like this, draw like that. I think this thing really makes sense, guys. Do you see that what I'm trying to do show you here? So it means, let me change this time frame. Sometimes if you don't see the bigger picture, you can even use maybe a smaller time frame or a bigger time frame. It depends on what you want to see or what you don't want to see. So it means if you want to see this closer, it means you're going to use a very bit smaller time frame so that you get what you are looking for. This is a downtrend, guys. If you check this, it's a downtrend, but it's not really a perfect downtrend, you see. So let's draw those lines and see. I will start from this area. throw this one here. I see another one. I'll throw another one here. I see another one here. I'll throw this here. And even this point here, but this one is a bit far, but it's fine. Let's just throw that. Remember, the market won't always be perfect, so it means, yeah, I think something like that, but it's fine. So what do we see here? Remember, I think maybe if you already know this, we'll be throwing something like that. Maybe it's a downtrend like that, something like that. So mostly the market won't come back here on this resistance, which means you were just going to get only few opportunities. But now, just because you know, the market will just try to do something like this, consolidate a little bit, throw the move, push lower. You can see, you can even throw something like that here. You can see this thing, guys, they all repeat, and you can see they start to move far from your resistance. Maybe if it was a support also, something like that. So it means you were going to get very few opportunities. So actually, let's say the market is creating something like this. Let me show you on a blank page. Let me show you on a blank page. So the market is actually creating something like this. The market is creating something like I just want to show you something. Sometimes, guys, you should have this in your brain before you see the charts, because mostly you can predict the market like this. The market will keep going lower. So, oh shit, sorry. Let me just start there again. I just double click, then the market just moved. So let's see, the market will create something like this. Something like this. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And sometimes this thing won't be just perfect, but most of the time you will find them very easy to identify. You see, you will find them very easy to identify. This is a downtrend, guys. You see, this is a very nice downtrend. And if you try to draw that downtrend, you might find that you connect only with two points. And it's frustrating because you can able to see that this is a downtrend, and maybe you're able to draw your resistance line, but there is only few points where you can make money, where you can connect and say, no, now I'm confident I can take this. So you see this area, or you can start from the left going back. You can see that. I hope you can see that. Something like this. Do you see that? You can start from here. Sometimes the market won't just create a perfect move like this, but most likely the market will create something like that. As long as you have an idea of how this thing might work, it's much better than nothing. Just look at this. You see what I was talking about. So it means if this is a downtrend, if it's a downtrend, you were going to get, let's say, you're going to get an opportunity here, even here. You wait for a breakout here and here. Again, the market is going lower. This is a breakout. When the market comes here, you know that, okay, the market is repeating that thing again. It means around these areas, you were going to get those opportunities. You were not going to wait for the market to come any closer to our resistance or support. I hope you understand that, guys. You see, but this, if you use this, guys, you're going to understand what I'm talking about, and you're still going to make money. You're still going to make money. So yeah, I think maybe that is enough. So let me show you what is a breakout. A breakout is when the market it's moving, it's breaking whether it's a support or resistance. So I just want to show you something. I want to show you. Let me just pause this video and find you a very nice breakout. Okay, so actually, what is a breakout? A breakout is when the market is creating something like this. The market is actually trying to change the direction. It's moving away, or it's breaking out of your resistance line or support line, whether it's a trend or as long as it's a support or resistance, as long as it is that, let's say the market is doing something like this. This is a downtrend. This is an uptrend. So let's try to draw this. So let's say the market was here. The market was respecting this for some time now. Then you see something like this. So this shows you that the market is no longer respecting. The market is no longer respecting your resistance. You can see the market was respecting your resistance. So it means the market is trying to change the direction. The market was a downtrend. Now the market might create an uptrend, you see. So once we see this breakout, most we wait for something like this, for the market to retest, then the market will create something like this. Then when we draw this, it might tend to be what? A nice uptrend. You see, sometimes the market might consolidate and move like this after the breakout, but most likely the market will change the direction to something like this, to an uptrend, you see. So let's go and check another one. So when, if let's say maybe the market is on an uptrend like this, so the market will respect our support line moving up like that. Then when the market is tired, we will see the market breaking out. You see, the market will just break out of that support line. Even if it's a trend line, it's also support. If it's breaking out here, it means the market is no longer moving in that direction. It's changing the trend. You see, the market is tired of going up. If we were buying, we'll wait for the market. If it's time to sell, so we're just going to wait. Then sometimes the market will create what? A retest. A retest is like it's showing you that, okay, I'm respecting this area again, then the market will start to move lower. I hope maybe you will understand this, but let me show you an example of an uptrend. You see, let me show you an example of an uptrend. Let me delete this. Guys, I hope this video will help you, because some they won't watch this. They only want daily analysis because they just want to trade. They don't want information, they just want to trade, you see. So let's look at a breakout here. So here we have a nice uptrend. It's moving up. It's moving up. So guess what? The market, since the market was moving in a very nice, let me draw the second line. Maybe already used to the second, because when I see only a single line, single line like that, I feel like I don't see things the way they're supposed to. I'm already used to draw double lines, guys. So yeah, so you can make this one dotted. Okay, you can see that the market was creating some nice move like that. You can see that. So you can see the market never broke this area, but guess what? Here we have a breakout. The market is moving away from that support. It's breaking this wall, because this is supposed to be like a wall. So if it breaks this, it means it's going to go from this area. So we see that the market broke this area, came back, retest. This is what we call a retest. After this, if you see this, when the market retests, you know that the market is going to go crazy. Just look what happened. Few candlesticks, only 4 candlesticks, you were already in a very crazy profit. But only if you understand these breakouts. You can see that the market came back again and tried to respect that area. Let's check that. So I'm not going to show you like multiple breakouts. So let me show you another one, because here the market broke and tried to create another uptrend line. You see that So let me show you. These things happen every day. These things happens every day. So let me show you another breakout. The market, let me just use this. Let me use this. You see this? This is also a breakout. But on this one, we never had a retest. You should know that because you can see the market was playing around this area. The third time, see the market pushed up. Then the fourth time, the market it was supposed to respect. Then boom with a bigger candlestick. Then we never saw that retest. The market kept going lower. This is a breakout. It's called a breakout. The market is breaking your support line or your resistance line. You see. So another thing, I don't know whether what they wrote there because I already showed you the combination. So when to buy or when to sell. Okay, this is a very nice topic. So we have to draw the lines, maybe a support, a resistance line, and see if maybe I can show you why do we buy and why do we sell. You see, or I think this video is already long, guys. I will just create a separate video on how when to buy and when to sell. Easy as that. It will be a continuation of this one, so that you don't just have like 1 hour video, because I still have to upload this video, so it's going to take some time. So it means I'll just create an entry how to enter, because it's also going to take some time. So thank you, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Bow.